Hi, welcome back to Workbench. Well, as I promised, I want to talk to you about a neat way to pull wires through some very small orifices or holes, which we have to do a lot of times when we're doing wiring or when we're building models. And one of my first challenges was to get wires or whatever through this post that I use as my light post on the layout. This actually comes in two pieces. I mold the tube here, which is tapered so that it looks more like a light pole. But this comes in two pieces, this comes in two pieces. I glue it all together. I do take a drill then, and I drill through here to make sure that I'm back into the cavity that's running along here. And the other way I check that would be that I take it and I blow in it. I know that the hole is complete through here, so that's okay. Now I know I got it through, but how am I going to get the wires through? Well, this is the whole video in about 30 seconds here. But the secret to this I learned from an electrician that came and actually wired the railroad for me. And what he used was one of these guys, big shop vac. I should also say that you should get a pair of these because the vacuum gets kind of loud, and especially if you're in a railroad room, you're going to have a lot of contained sound, so you're better off with some earplugs. So we'll put those on. And now what I'm going to do is I have a piece of string here. So there's the knot that I have put on the end of this. This is just a regular piece of sewing thread, and I knotted it several times, and I think I even maybe put a little crazy glue on that, or Elmer's, whatever, let it dry, and then trimmed it off here at the end so that it's just the ball itself. And then I have the long string is long enough certainly to go through all of this. And what I'll do at that point then is go ahead and take this guy, and I'm going to shove him right there. I started it there in that end, and I'm going to shove it as far down as I can get it, and that's it. It won't go any further. So now the secret then becomes that I am going to use that vacuum. And what I'm going to do here, normally if I'm smart, let's get a pair of hemostat, and I'm going to grip the end of that so that when I do suck this thing through, it can't take the string because it'll just take it right through and put it into the vacuum, and then I haven't gained anything. I'll kill the sound on this when we actually edit it, but for right now it's going to be kind of loud, but you'll see what we get out of it. And just that quick, you can see that now I have, let's turn this around, we can see it. I have that, I can pull it back, really cool. So I have my string through here. Now I can take the wires from my very fine LEDs, and I always lengthen those so that they'll be long enough to go through. But I'll go ahead and I'll tie those then. Actually, I soldered the two wires together, and then I tie this on the end of it, in between the two wires, and then I simply pull the wire right through, and I get the wires down at the far end. So it really works well. I highly recommend it. The vacuum is your friend. Next time, we'll see you. We'll give you some tips. I am going to go starting down on the next episode and talk about the next building down the road. Get these off so I can hear myself think. But we'll do the next building down the road and what my thinking was as I began to put it into place. At any rate, until we do meet again, go down to your railroad room and let your trains put a smile on your face.